Let's get real. Today, I'm sharing 6 hard truths about why I regret moving into a nursing home. Truths you need to hear before making this life-altering decision. This isn't about fear-mongering or bashing every facility. It's about giving you the honest perspective I wish I'd had. Moving into a nursing home is a massive transition, often made in crisis or without all the facts. My goal? To pull back the curtain and show you the realities behind the glossy brochures. So put down your phone and listen. This could save you from regret, heartache, and financial ruin. These are the truths I wish someone had told me before I signed on the dotted line. Let's dive in. The first shock: losing your independence. Fast. You think you'll have choices, but suddenly your life is run by a schedule that's not your own. Want to sleep in? Too bad. Breakfast is at 7:30 and aides are in your room at 7. Craving a snack at night? Not allowed. Even your room isn't private. Staff come and go, often without warning. Every decision, from what you eat to when you walk outside, is filtered through facility rules. The little freedoms, decorating your space, choosing your doctor, are limited or gone. You're no longer the captain of your ship. You're a passenger on someone else's route. The promise is freedom from chores, but the reality is a loss of purpose and self-determination. Mowing your lawn, cooking, paying bills, these tasks gave you control. Without them, you become just another resident. Your personal rhythms are replaced by institutional routines. It's not just inconvenient, it's an assault on your identity. Before you move, ask yourself, am I ready to surrender my daily life to a committee? The cost of safety and convenience is your freedom. For me, it was too high. I miss deciding what my day looks like. The loss of autonomy is real, and it's devastating. You hand over the keys to your life. Make sure you're ready for that. The transition isn't just about care, it's about losing the simple power to choose. Don't underestimate how much that matters. Independence isn't just a word, it's your life. Think hard before you give it up. Here's the paradox. Surrounded by people, yet lonelier than ever. You leave behind a home full of memories and a real community for a room among strangers. Sure, you'll see familiar faces at meals or bingo, but deep connections are rare. The community often feels hollow, superficial chats, not lifelong bonds. Every family visit is bittersweet. Their leaving reminds you of what you've lost. You start to feel like a burden, and that feeling eats away at you. Many residents are dealing with their own struggles: illness, grief, depression. The atmosphere can be heavy, more like a waiting room for the end than a place to live. You miss your favorite chair, your view, your routines, the anchors of your life. The facility's structure discourages real connection. Activities are rushed, spaces aren't private. Staff are kind, but they're not family. They're busy, and their care is professional, not personal. You retreat to your room, and loneliness becomes a cycle that's hard to break. The crowd doesn't fill the void, it can make it worse. You're seen, but not known. The loneliness is constant, not occasional. Before you choose this life, know that you may be trading occasional solitude for daily isolation. The loss of true connection is one of the hardest parts. Don't underestimate the emotional cost. Loneliness in a crowd is real and it hurts. Choose carefully. Most people move in for the promise of care, but the reality is a gamble. Chronic understaffing is the industry's open secret. One aide for a dozen residents means your call light might go unanswered for half an hour. Care is inconsistent. The staff who know you best may only work a couple days a week. You're constantly explaining your needs to new faces. Personalized attention? Rare. The care plan looks good on paper, but execution falls short. Emergencies are handled slowly. Layers of bureaucracy delay real help. High staff turnover means you're always rebuilding trust. The system focuses on minimum requirements, not your well-being. Are you happy? Comfortable? Those questions don't make the checklist. You and your family must become relentless advocates, watching, questioning, pushing for what you need. It's exhausting and stressful for everyone. The peace of mind you hoped for is replaced by constant vigilance. The promise is safety, but the reality is uncertainty. You're not just a patient, you're a number in a system. The quality of care is unpredictable, and that's a risk you live with every day. Don't assume you'll get the attention you deserve. Be prepared to fight for it. The gamble is real, and the stakes are high. Let's talk money. The fifth hard truth is the staggering financial drain. Nursing home costs are astronomical, often rivaling a luxury mortgage. The base fee is just the start. Every extra, from care to cable, costs more. Your savings evaporate as a la carte charges pile up. Watching your life's work disappear is painful and demoralizing. You may hesitate to ask for what you need, fearing the cost. The financial strain can create guilt and resentment within your family. When the money runs out, you must spend down to qualify for Medicaid, losing your assets, your home, your control. On Medicaid, your options shrink. You may have to share a room or move to a less desirable facility. The system is designed to capture your wealth. These are for-profit businesses. You're not just a resident, you're a revenue stream. The burden doesn't just fall on you, your spouse and children may be left struggling. The ripple effects can destabilize your family's finances for generations. Before you sign anything, consult your own elder law attorney and financial planner. Don't rely on the facility's advisors. Know your options. Long-term care insurance, trusts, asset protection. Going in blind is financial suicide. The cost isn't just money, it's your peace of mind and your legacy. Make this decision with your eyes wide open. The financial toll is relentless. Protect yourself and your family. Don't underestimate the price. The activity calendar looks great until you live it. Most activities are designed for the lowest common denominator. Endless bingo, simple crafts, passive entertainment. If you crave intellectual challenge or creativity, you'll be disappointed. There's little room for personal growth. No workshops, no real library, no space for your passions. Activities are passive. You're entertained, not engaged. This leads to mental atrophy. Your mind needs more. Even social interaction is limited. Group activities rarely foster real connection. The calendar is full, but your life feels empty. If you don't participate, you're left alone in your room. Outings are rare and predictable. No spontaneity, no real connection to the outside world. Life becomes a bubble, disconnected from the world you once knew. Days blur together in a haze of routine. The spark that made life interesting dims. Ask yourself, is scheduled, uninspired fun really living? For those who value their mind and creativity, the lack of stimulation is soul-crushing. Don't be fooled by the brochure. Real engagement is rare. Boredom is the norm. The final truth, adapting is traumatic. It's not just moving, it's losing your world. The constant noise, unfamiliar smells, and lack of privacy are overwhelming. You must learn new rules, routines, and social dynamics at an age when change is hardest. The loss of your personal routine is deeply disorienting. Downsizing is a grieving process. Every item you give up is a piece of your history. You arrive with a few suitcases and the weight of all you've lost. You witness decline and loss daily. Friends get sicker, chairs go empty. Mortality is ever present. The feeling of being an outsider never fully fades. It rarely feels like home, just a place you're staying. The sense of displacement is profound. This struggle isn't weakness, it's human. We are creatures of habit and home. Taking that away leaves a wound that may never heal. The adjustment is ongoing, not temporary. Be prepared for the emotional toll. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Those are the 6 hard truths I live with every day. My goal isn't to tell you what to do, but to arm you with the truth. Explore every alternative, home care, modifications, community support, before choosing a nursing home. This is a decision that will cost you financially, emotionally, and spiritually. Share your stories in the comments. Let's help each other navigate these waters. Don't let glossy brochures be your only guide. Thank you for listening and letting me share my story. Fight for the life you want, right to the end.